Hi friends, good morning. My name is P. Kiran Kumar. I am working as a school assistant at ZPH School, Burtanapalli. Now I teach a lesson from 9th class. The theme is games and sports. This theme revolves around 3 readings: A reading, B reading and C reading. Now I teach A reading, True Height. Dear children, have a look at this picture. There is a precious quotation for you. Dream, dream and dream high, for dreams lead to thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. This famous quote is delivered by our former president and the missile man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Children, now I shall ask some questions for you. First one, what according to you does this quotation express? Very good, correct answer. This quotation expresses that we have to fructify our dreams. Second one, is it essential to dream high? Yes, it is quite essential to dream high. Next question, how can anyone make one's dream come true? Very good. We can make our dreams come true through dedication, determination and discipline. Then our dreams lead to thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. Dear children, what's your dream in life? Very good. You want to become a doctor or an engineer or a teacher. Very good. Make your dreams come true. Dear children, now I shall hurl a last question for you. Have you ever heard of a child with special needs becoming a champion? No, you haven't. Now let us get through the lesson, True Height. The lesson is about a blind athlete who pursues his dream. True Height, let us get through the lesson. This story talks about the feelings of an athlete as he pursues his dream. This story talks about the emotions and the feelings of an athlete. Read about a nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. While we are reading this lesson, we feel as if we are in the stands of the stadium. We feel nervous as if we are in the stands of the stadium. It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. It is an impressive achievement that will leave us stunning. Dear children, let us get through the first paragraph. His palms were sweating. He needed a towel to dry his grip. Our hero, Michael Stone, was doing warm-up exercises. So, his palms got sweat. He needed a towel to scrub his palms to get a good grip. Next line, a glass of ice water quenched his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity. A glass of ice water satisfied his thirst, but it did not mitigate his winning spirit. A glass of ice water satisfied his thirst, but the same did not mitigate his winning spirit. Quench means satisfy one's thirst by drinking. The astroturf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. The day was sunny, so the astroturf became hot like the competition he was going to face at the National Junior Olympics. AstroTurf means a type of artificial grass surface used especially for sports grounds. Competition means contest. The pole was set at 17 feet. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. The pole was placed at 17 feet. That position was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Hence, we could guess that his personal best was 16.9 inches. Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. Michael Stone faced the ultimate test. Michael Stone faced the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. Next line. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. The stands of the stadium were packed with the scores of people to watch the performance of Michael Stone. Let us get through the next paragraph. The pole vault is truly the glamorous event of any track and field competition. The pole vault is an attractive event of any field and track competition. The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder. The sportsman or the pole vaulter combines the charm of a gymnast and the strength of a bodybuilder. Gymnast means a person skilled in gymnastics or physical exercises. Next line. Pole vaulting also have the element of flying, and the thought of flying as high as a 2-storied building is a mere fantasy to anyone watching such an event. Pole vaulting has the element of flying. The pole vaulter flies as high as 2-storied building. Watching such an event is a visual feast. Story, S-T-O-R-E-Y, story means a level of a building. Next line. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. Today, our hero, Michael Stone, takes the ultimate test. It is not only his long cherished dream but also his quest. Quest means a long search for something. Let us get through the next paragraph. As long as Michael could remember, he had always dreamed of flying. Michael had always dreamed of flying since his childhood. Michael's mother read him numerous stories about flying when he was growing up. Michael's mother told many stories about flying when her son was growing up. Her stories always the ones that described the land from a bird's eye view. Michael's mother depicted the land from a bird's eye view. She might tell the stories to her son, such as viewing the land from a mountain, or an eagle viewing chicks from the skies. Do you understand? A bird's eye view means a view of all aspects. Her excitement and passion for details made Michael's dreams full of color and beauty. Michael's mother's wonderful depiction and portrayal of stories made Michael's dreams of flying full of color and beauty. Next line. Michael had this one recurring dream. These dreams of flying recurred or echoed. So, our hero Michael Stone developed a passion for flying and pole vault. He would be running down a country road. He could feel the rocks and chunks of dirt at his feet. While Michael Stone was running down a country road, he felt the rocks and pieces of dirt at his feet. As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. While Michael Stone raced down golden lined wheat fields, he ran faster than locomotives passing by. Outrun means run faster than. Locomotive means engine. He would begin soaring like an eagle. Michael Stone started flying like an eagle majestically. Soar means fly high into the air. Let us get through the next paragraph. Where he flew would always coincide with his mother's stories. Whenever he flew into the air, he always recollected the stories of his mother. His dad, on the other hand, was not a dreamer. Michael Stone's father, Bert Stone, was not a dreamer. Bert Stone was a hardcore realist. He did not believe in cock and bull stories. Bert Stone was a hardcore realist. Hardcore means strong. He believed in hard work and sweat. His father always believed in hard work and sweat. His motto If you want something, work for it. If you want something, work for it. That is Michael Stone father's motto. You all, dear children, you also follow that motto. Let us get through the next paragraph. From the age of 14, Michael did just that. From the age of 14, Michael followed his father's motto. If you want something, work for it. He began a very careful and regimented weightlifting program. Michael Stone did a rigorous weightlifting program. Regimented means strict and well organized. He worked out every other day with weights, with some kind of running work on alternate days. One day Michael Stone worked out with weights, and on the other day he practiced running work. He did these activities on alternate days. The program was carefully monitored by Michael's coach, trainer, and father. Michael's father undertook the responsibility to train up his son. The program was carefully observed by his father. Michael's dedication, determination, and discipline was a coach's dream. A coach feels proud of having such a disciple like Michael. Michael's dedication, determination, and discipline was a coach's dream. Besides being an honest student, Michael Stone continued to help his parents with their farm chores. Michael was not only an honest student but also a good son. He helped his parents with their farm chores. Farm chores means agricultural works. Michael's persistence in striving for perfection was not only his obsession but his passion. Michael struggled a lot for perfection. Persistence means the fact of continuing to try to do something despite difficulties. Obsession means a state in which a person filled with a thought. Dear children, let us get through the next paragraph. Mildred Stone, Michael's mother, wished that he could relax a bit more and be that free-dreaming little boy. Mildred Stone, Michael's mother, wished that her son could take rest a bit more. On one occasion, she attempted to talk to him and his father about this, but his dad quickly interrupted, smiled, and said, "You want something, work for it." On one context, Michael's mother was about to give a piece of advice to her son. "My dear son, take a rest for a while." But his father interrupted, objected, and said, "Dear son, you want to become a champion, work for it." Let us get through the next paragraph. All of Michael's waltz today seemed to be the reward for his hard work. all of Michael's walls were written gifts for his hard work. If Michael Stone was surprised, thrilled, or arrogant about clearing the bar at 17 feet, you couldn't tell. If Michael Stone felt proud of clearing the bar at 17 feet, we couldn't expect a medal from him. As soon as he landed on the inflated landing mat and with the crowd on its feet, Michael immediately began preparing for his next attempt at flight. Michael cleared the bar at 17 feet. The crowd gave him a standing ovation, but Michael didn't show any emotion. And he was innocently preparing for his next attempt at flight. He seemed oblivious of the fact that he had just surpassed his personal best by 3 inches. Michael Stone seemed unaware of the fact that he had overcome his personal best by clearing the bar at 17 feet, and that he was one of the final 2 competitors in the pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. Fortunately, our hero Michael Stone became one of the final 2 competitors in the pole vaulting event at National Junior Olympics. Dear children, let us sum up what we have learned. First point, Michael Stone is a blind pole vaulter. His dream was to become a champion in the pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. The pole vault is the glamorous event of any track and field competition. Michael had always dreamed of flying. Michael's mother told him numerous stories about flying, so he developed a passion for flying and the pole vault. Michael's father, Bert Stone, was a hardcore realist. He undertook responsibility to train up his son. Michael surpassed his personal best by clearing the bar at 17 feet. Thank you, friends. Thank you, my dear children. I hope you like this video. Click the link and do the worksheet.